Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let we discuss on the exercise of bubble sort. Okay, so we have one example here. Okay, we need to sort the list in ascending order. So we need to make sure that the numbers should be arranged in ascending. Okay, from lowest to the highest numbers. Okay, so now we have 5 numbers in the list. Okay, now we have 5 numbers in the list, as you can see here. Okay, I need pen. Okay, so here we have 90, 20, 80, 60 and 10. So there are 5 numbers. Okay, so n is equal to 5. So how many comparison you need to do? Okay, so it depends on n minus 1. So we have to do 4 comparison. Okay, so for the past one, okay, you need to go through 4 comparison, and then if the list is still unsorted, we need to move to the past 2. Okay, again we repeat the process of comparing the adjacent element. Okay, so now, okay, for past one, okay, back to the rules, and you need to remember the algorithm, okay, how the process for bubble sort. Okay, so we need to compare the adjacent element from index. Okay, see here, okay, we have index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So meaning that, okay, we need to do for comparison, okay, between we need to compare between index 0 and index 1, index 1 and index 2, index 2 and index 3, and index 3 and index 4. That's how we can get the numbers of comparison. Okay, for comparison, if let's say the list there are 6 numbers in the list, so you need to do 5 comparison. Or if you have 10 numbers in the list, you need to do 9 times comparison. Okay, so now let's say for the past one, okay, we compare between index 0, okay, index 0 and index 1. Okay, so if the number, okay, if the number is not in order, okay, so 90 is greater than 20, so you need to sort the number. Okay, here, okay, as you can see here, okay, all the number we need to sort, because the left element is greater than the right element. Okay, so 90 and 20, okay, we need to sort. And then for the next step, we compare between index 1 and index 2. Okay, 90 and 80. Okay, 19 is greater, so we need to sort between 90 and 80. Now, we compare again between index 2 and index 3. Again, we need to sort the number because 90 is greater than 60. And for the last comparison, okay, we need to sort between 90 and 10. Then, so now 90 become the highest number in the list. However, as you can see here, okay, the list is still unsorted. Okay, we need to move to the past 2. Okay, so past 2, you have to repeat again the same process, the comparison. Okay, for comparison, okay, between the adjacent element, index 0 and index 1. Okay, no exchange because 20 is less than 80. Then we move to the next steps. Okay, we compare between the number is index 1 and index 2. Okay, we need to swap between 80 and 60 because 80 is greater than 60. Then we compare, okay, between 80 and 10. This is index 2 and index 3. Okay, so we need to swap the number because 80 is greater than 10. and then again we compare between 80 and 90. Okay, no exchange because this is already sorted. Okay, however, for the whole list is still unsorted. Okay, this is an input for the past 3, and to make sure that the list should be sorted in order, so you need to check, okay, whether this the final value, okay, the final list should be sorted or not. Okay, so now we move to the past 3. Again, okay, we do the same process. Okay, 20 and 60, no exchange because 20 is less than 60. Now we compare between index 1 and index 2. We need to solve the number because 60 is greater than 10. Now we compare 60 and 80. We didn't have to do the swapping. Okay, no exchange. And then we compare 80 and 90, no exchange because this is already in order. Okay, however, the list is still unsorted. Okay, we move to the past 4. Okay, we move to the past 4 again. Okay, we need to do the same process. Okay, the comparison between the adjacent element from index 0 and index 1, and then we need to swap, okay, between 20 and 10. Okay, and then we compare 20 and 60, no exchange. Again, we compare between index 2 and index 3, no exchange because the list is already sorted. And then the final comparison, we compare between 80 and 90. Okay, no exchange here because the list is already sorted. And then if you check here, okay, so this is the sorted list. Okay, this is the final list. Okay, you get the final list of the number. Okay, so the important here is, okay, for the how to do the bubble sort, you need to remember. Okay, so you need to go through past, okay, the cycle of the what we call it, cycle of comparison. Okay, if the list is still unsorted, we need to move to the other pass. Okay, and then how to get the how many comparison for one cycle? It depends on the list. Okay, if let's say we have 10 element in the list, so you need to do 9 comparison in one pass or one cycle. Okay, so make sure that if you want to show the manual method for the bubble sort, okay, you need to show the comparison, okay, between these adjacent element. Okay, so and show either, okay, the number should be swapped or not. Okay, you need to write, okay, the swapping process. Okay, either swap 20, for example here we swap 20 and 10. If the list, okay, you just remain the element in the list, in the adjacent in the comparison. Okay, so you just write down the no exchange or no swap, right? Okay, this is how you can do the bubble sort. Okay, hope you understand. Okay, for this tutorial. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.